My most sincere apologies for the delay. We had some technical issues, so I thank you very much for waiting, and I really apologize for this delay. So welcome everybody. This is a new interview from our flagship store here in Milan, in Galleria Passarella, where we propose certified products and services, and we also function as a hub for sustainability, bringing to you some of the professionals which in their own field, in their own sector, are involved in sustainable production or sustainable consultancy or conservation. And here with me today is the CEO and co-founder of Hexagro, Felipe Hernandez Villa Roel.
Right. Thank you for having me, Paolo.
It's a pleasure to have you here. So as we accumulated some delay, let's get down to the subject. So tell us a little bit more about Hexagro, what it does, and what has been your involvement so far, what it does also related to sustainability.
Absolutely. So Hexagro is a startup based in Milan, working in the field of urban farming. Hexagro is a product service platform. What that means is that we deliver product solutions, but also services to support these products to the market. So we develop modular solutions, and that's kind of our main characteristic with our products, that those are products that you can configure in different urban contexts that allow people to grow food locally. And these products are clean. This food is, of course, of a very low impact. And we are trying to integrate all of the new technologies coming from the vertical farming, indoor farming industries, so that we can make it as accessible to everyone. So Hexagro's goal as a product service platform is to increase the adoption of urban farming through technology and a very engaging experience for users.
Oh, that's great. That's really innovative. And what is the advantage in terms of lower impact on the environment, according to your assessments?
Sure. Well, we are integrating technologies that are very efficient in the use of resources. Right now, we have two product lines. We have one product line that is called Poti, and it's a vertical garden for balconies and terraces that allows you to learn how to grow food efficiently. So it uses low pressure irrigation. This is automated, and it basically delivers drips of nutrients to a substrate that is made out of coconut waste from the coconut industry. So basically, we use that as a substrate to grow the plants. And thanks to this methodology, we are able to save about 70% of water compared to soil-based traditional methods. And of course, wow, that makes an impact in water savings, but also in food transportation, packaging, and everything that is related to the supply chain. As our goal is that people stops buying these products from retailers, or at least partially reduce it, and having a product that is consumed where it's grown, so at home in this case. And the other product line that we have is called the Living Farming Tree, and that is using a more advanced technology called high pressure aeroponics. And in that case, we are able to save up to 95% of water compared to soil-based farming, because it recycles the water that is sprayed to the roots. So basically, the water is not lost in evaporation and is not lost on the soil. And we can reuse it over and over so that the plants get what they need to grow.
Okay, that's very interesting. So I have a couple of questions for you. What are the products that most likely will be grown in this way, and then which people at their home can enjoy? And also, what about energy? Did you also estimate if then there is a bigger cost for the consumer or a way out with maybe solar energy or so?
Absolutely. So about the first question, that's a very interesting question because right now the industry, vertical farming industry, greenhouses and so on, they're like monocultures in a controlled environment because they're growing just very few varieties and just a portion of the market in terms of plant varieties is being covered. What we're trying to do with urban farming is that people can access that variety, which is a huge amount of different typologies of plants that are not being offered by retailers. And we are just losing the opportunity of benefiting from the nutrients and the health benefits of those plants. For example, we are able to grow leafy greens, so salads, up to aromatic herbs, but also microgreens, also baby leaf. These are typologies of plants, but just to give you an example, we are focusing on very specific varieties that you cannot find in the market, such as lemon basil or Korean mint or different kinds of lettuces that are very strange for people, but they offer very special and particular tastes and benefits in terms of essential oils and nutrients.
Great.
So we're trying to educate people about these plants and providing them a way for them to try them out by growing them. And the second question,
About energy?
Yeah, about energy. Well, our product line for balconies and terraces is very low energy consuming because it's very simple as a solution, and what it does is that it has a timer with a pump that gets activated a couple of times a day, and it basically consumes the energy of the pump only, which is a small pump, and therefore the energy consumption is similar to the consumption of is less than a lamp. So
and the consumer is also saving from having to use the car or a public system to go to shop, at least partially.
Yes, that's the biggest saving in terms of if when you buy a product in the supermarket, that product has had so many steps to be there.
It has been shipped.
It has been shipped. It needs a transport that to pick it up, to bring it to the retailer. They wash it. They have to preserve it in the retail with these fridges that keep it the temperature.
Yes, definitely. There's an advantage for the environment, and I suppose also the consumers in your system don't have to use pesticides or herbicides or things like that, right?
Well, actually, they do, because for this product, they do installations in balconies and terraces, and there is always the risk of having insects or fungi or bacteria. But we are providing solutions that are organic to protect the plants, so they don't have an impact on the environment. Also because it's out of the soil, so the chemicals wouldn't stay in the soil, which is one of the biggest damages. And also at the time of consumption, it is organic, so it doesn't represent any kind of risk for the consumer itself. And we are delivering also fertilizers that are organic and are free of nickel, by the way. So they are certified solutions that can guarantee to the customer that no toxins will be present in the food.
Okay, that's very good news. So, talking about organic and certifications, what is your opinion about that? You're relying on some of them. You know that we are involved in the certification arena with our Friend of the Sea and Friend of the Earth certification. Do you think they are useful in some way?
Absolutely. I think, policies and certifications can be the biggest game changer in the industry, even more when they become an obligation. But consumers always have to be careful about these certifications, because in many cases, the companies, the producers that are certified, don't respect, and they try to skip the processes that the certification is kind of securing. So in certifications in which there is a third party involved to monitor the quality and what the companies are doing in their day-to-day businesses, those certifications are of course more safe. But it's also up to the consumer to inform themselves about which are those certifications, what are they about, what are the characteristics of the certifications, and of course to choose the products that really can be trustworthy. I think it's an additional value for any consumer.
Yes, I also agree that consumers, first of all, should be informed, get informed, and also be informed by the certification itself, by the companies, which must be transparent, and they should also question the certification, understand what's behind it, if they actually do audits and verification and assessments on site, and if they provide transparent information about all this process. So, Felipe, what about the future? What is your company plans? Those that you can tell me about the future. Is the market growing? Is the interest by consumers growing? And what are the channels you use, to promote your products?
Absolutely. I just wanted to say something about the last topic of certifications, because we do have a few certifications in with our products. They are voluntary certifications, and of course, this is an effort that we're making to keep our standards of sustainability quite high, because also it's something that our clients want, and they want to see the details about it. So, for example, we have a certification which is called Solar Impulse labeled solution. This is by a foundation called Solar Impulse, and basically they made a life cycle analysis on our products, and we earned the certification, as we are having certain processes of supply chain and materials that we're applying to our products. And also, we are the first Italian startup to have become part of the Ellen MacArthur Circular Economy Organization, which is basically an organization that is promoting and teaching about circular economy models for companies, so that they make lower environmental impact with their business. So we try really to learn about different kind of certifications and apply them into our business. So part of our plans for the future is to become even better in terms of sustainability and environmental impact. We are not perfect yet, I'm not going to lie, but we are making an effort in terms of design and operations of our solutions. And now we have 5 years as a startup. We made a pivot, very important pivot, during COVID times, and that kind of go online to Hexagro's website, and you can find that you have a neighbor growing strawberries, and that you can purchase those strawberries from him. That's the kind of future that we want to see, a marketplace of urban farmers that are making cities more resilient, and eventually that people can find an economic opportunity with urban farming.
Well, thank you very much, Felipe, for your great inputs and information. Congratulations for Hexagro. And I'm sure that our audience and followers have really appreciated your interview, your information, and that Hexagro can be a great example of companies involved in sustainability, and hopefully motivate also others to go in the same direction. I really hope also that we will have an opportunity to collaborate together with the certification or in other ways to raise awareness about sustainability. So I thank you very much. Hope to see you again also in our channels, in our social media. And I thank everybody again. I apologize for the delay, and I really appreciate your interest. And if you have any question, please send them to us on our social media. We make sure that we will provide you a prompt reply. If you want to be alerted about future interviews, please like or join our channel. And with this, I say hello, and we will meet in the next interview. I will leave you now, hopefully, with a short video of Hexagro, or anyway, it will be available on the link. Thank you very much.